Hello. In this video, we're going to take a look at how your candidates or students can see their scores and the results of their quiz if you're using Socrates quiz on AutoProctor. If you're using a Google form or a Microsoft form, all this happens at Google Forms end, so we will not be able to control it. But if you're using Socrates quizzes, you can decide how and when to show the results to your candidates. Now, I have 4 tests here. Let me actually open one of them, and I want to show you how you can change the setting to this. So if you open the quiz, it will show you the question. You go into settings, and here you see this option, when do test takers see the results. You'll see 4 options: immediately, so this means as soon as they finish the test. When individual score is released, that is when you decide to release the score of this candidate, that candidate will be able to see their results. When all scores are released, so this means there you will see a button, and if you click that button, then all the scores will be released at once. Or you may decide that you never want to show them the results, so you can select this. Like I said, there's 4 options, and I've created 4 tests corresponding to the 4 options here. In all other respects, the tests are identical. It's only these options that are different. Okay, so let me go back. Let me close this. Let me attempt this quiz as a candidate. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to get the link to the test, and let me open a new tab. I'm logged in as a different user here. So it's a different account, and this is just a simple question. This is the candidate attempting it, let's say. So they submit the test. And you see it says test completed. You may close this tab. It also says view test summary. So if they click this, it will tell them your responses have been recorded. Please wait for the quiz creator to release your scores, because the setting was only when all the scores are released will the candidate be able to see the result. Now if you go into the results, let me open the results in a new tab. So I've just taken this. It's 8 p.m. here. I've just taken this. Let me click into this detailed view of the results here. So I chose the wrong answer. The candidate chose the wrong answer. So this has happened. If there were more candidates, you would have seen them here, right? So let's say 10 candidates, you would have seen all the 10. You could have navigated across. The main thing is there is this button called release all scores. If you click this button, then if there were say 10 candidates, all 10 candidates would be able to see their results here, right? So we also send you an email. It tells you here, you get an email with more instructions. You will get the link that you can share with the candidate for this test. But let's say I release the scores, and it says marks report will be visible for all students. Say yes, and now it says grade released. So now if the candidate just reloaded the page, they will be able to see the results, right? This is because this was the all scores release test, and now you release the scores. One thing to note is once you release the grade, then you should only do this once per test, and if more candidates attempt the test, they will not be able to see the scores, right? So if you want more candidates to attempt the test after you release the grade, you must create a new test. Releasing of the grades happens once, and it's a final action, right? For future candidates will not be able to see the scores. You will not see this button again. Okay, so this is actually the sort of the most complicated of the lot. So this grade released. Now let me go back to a different test type, a different release type, individual release. Okay, so let me take this test. Again, I'll attempt this test as a candidate. It's, like I said, the same test, and let's say I select the answer, I submit. It's the same flow, view test summary. Now it says the same thing, right? Please wait for the quiz creator to release your scores. It's because you've not released the score here. Let me go into the results, and let me get into this. So I can open this. This is again what I just submitted. Sorry, this is not the one. I think attempted multiple. Hold on. I think the results are not here yet. So let me go back. I think the results were not available. Let me click into this results and let me open this because it's the one I've just taken. Let me open this. Here, you see it's A12. I've just finished this and it says release grade. If you recall, when we were discussing this for release all grades, there was a button here and that would release it for all the candidates, but here it's release the individual grade, and so this is coming within this candidate's result card. So I say release grade and the grade has been released. You don't see the option anymore. If the candidate were to reload the page, they'll be able to see this, right? So this is the individual release test. Now let me go back and immediately on submission. So if I were to take this test, okay, so let me select the answer. It says view test summary. You see that the candidate can see the results immediately, right? These are auto graded, so they already have the points. If they had questions where it was sort of short text essay type answers, if you haven't graded them, it would have said ungraded. But the main point is the candidate can see their answers right here. By the time they open this, if you have graded, they'll see whatever you have graded, right? This is because it is immediately on submission. Now the last is never see results. So let me attempt that. So let's say select something, give it a summary. It says your responses have been recorded. You may now close this tab. It doesn't tell them that they must wait and so on because the setting is that they never see the results. All right. Like I said, if you have chosen the grade, either the all individuals or a single individual release grade, you will get an email with a link to how to share, what link to share with the candidates. But in general, if a candidate goes to this URL /account/Socratease history, they will be able to see all the tests that they've attempted, right? So you see the 4 here, all scores released, individual, immediately on submission, never see results. This is in a different time zone, so it looks off, but these are the 4 tests I've just attempted. And because the score is available, this is all scores released. We opened this up, individuals release, immediately on submission, all these are available, so it shows up as a link. This is not available, so it's not NA. So if a candidate just goes to this URL, and you will get this URL both in the email as well as when the candidate first attempts the Socrates quiz, they send this link. They'll be able to see all the Socrates tests they've taken, and then they'll be able to look at whatever results are available. All right, thank you.